They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Carson again. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They run for it with Carson.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down, 49ers.
Lance looks to throw again.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From midfield, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner 1st.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Working from the gun, Lance. He's got Ayuk once again.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, this rivalry, Charles, the Seahawks and Niners, really one of the best in the NFL. So many great games in the last decade or so between these two. Where does this one rank for you in terms of best rivalries of, let's say, the 21st century?
I'm so glad you phrased it that way, because we look back on some of the best rivalries in the NFL. We're talking about traditional rivalries like Bears-Packers. But here in the 21st century, it's hard to beat Seahawks and Niners, because when they get together, you're often playing for division titles, positioning in the playoffs, and chasing the Super Bowl. Similar to Ravens and Steelers, two of the best rivalries in the NFL.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. To throw, it's Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Sermon will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. To throw is Wilson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do it.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like yours.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On first down, Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here's Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
7 yards to pick up there.
What we got? 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
And hats off to Russell Wilson. He just went over 35,000 passing yards. Seems to be in contention for a passing title year after year. Came into the league in 2012 and so darn consistent. Congratulations to Russell Wilson on topping another marker.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lance now on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Mostert.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run with Sermon.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown! That's caught. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Again, Wilson will keep it.
He's to the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
They go back to Carson here on second.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Throwing on first down is Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On play action, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. Finding Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Lance now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Now Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.